Today we're going to be replacing the front rotors and pads on a 2013 Chrysler Town Country. This is the same process on the Town & Country from years of 2011 to 2020, and likewise on the Dodge Caravan as well. To get started, we first need to remove the brake reservoir cap, and the reason we need to do this, when we're compressing those pistons down there on the calipers, it's going to cause that fluid to go up in there, and we don't want to put any pressure on that reservoir there and cause any seals to blow out. And also when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you're monitoring this to make sure no fluid's overflowing. Then set your emergency brake and put some wheel chocks in the back, and then we'll go ahead and jack up the vehicle and use a good quality jack stand under there. Then we'll remove the wheel, and it's just going to be a 19 mil. Then we'll remove the caliper. It's just going to be two 13 mil. And the caliper should slide off. Then take a brake hanger or something to help support the caliper. You just don't want it hanging on the hose back here. And then hook it up out of the way. Then we'll remove the caliper bracket. We just have two 21 mil bolts. And the bracket should slide off. The next thing we need to do is compress the pistons in on our caliper, and the reason you need to do this is because our new pads will be thicker, so we need to compress these back in. So all you need to do is take your old brake pad, then we'll take a C-clamp, put it here, and the other end over here. Just make sure you're not putting it on that hose there, then we'll simply compress that in. And also, as I mentioned there before, while you're doing this process, monitor the reservoir up there to make sure it doesn't overflow. And because this is the heavy duty brakes, has the dual pistons, we'll do a little bit on this side, then we'll release our clamp, then we'll go over there and do the other side as well. As you can see, as I'm rotating that C-clamp, you can see that those pistons are going in. So we'll just do it one more time over here on this side. And once you verify that those are both fully seated, then we're done compressing the caliper. Now we're ready to remove the rotor, and it does look like this one here is just going to slide right off. If yours doesn't come off that easy and it's stuck, check out the link above. I do a separate video on how to remove a stuck rotor. Now we're ready to install our new rotor on here. I've been using some of these Bosch Quitecast recently on a couple of vehicles, and I really do like them. And one thing you're going to notice on these is they have that same coating a lot of the factory GM and Mopar parts have. If you compare that to some of the generic ones will just have an oil on there that you must clean off. But on these ones, because they have that coating on there, you can just install them as is. One comment I'll add here real quick, depending on if you have the regular or the HD brakes, there's different part numbers. How you can tell if you have the HD brakes is look at the front caliper. You're going to notice you have two pistons like this one does here. That means that this vehicle has the HD brakes. If your front caliper has a single piston in the middle, that means you have the regular brakes. So just make sure you check that before you order the parts to ensure that you're putting the right part numbers on here. Now we're ready to prep our caliper bracket, so we'll remove our old pads. Then you're going to pull off these clips as well. Then take a wire brush and we want to remove any corrosion that we have on there so we can get our new clips to fully seat down in there. And take some brake clean. Then we'll take our new pads, and again I'm using the Bosch Quitecast here. Then take your new clips and install them on here, and just make sure you get them to fully seat on that caliper bracket, because if you don't, then your pads will not fit in there. And after you verify that those all look good, then we'll put a little brake lube on all these slides here. And then we're also going to lubricate these guide pins. In order to lubricate the guide pins, just pull it out just like that. We'll take a little bit of this brake lube, and this is just this version that I've used for many years. Just put a little on there. And you're going to put that back in there, and just make sure that that boot fully gets seated around the lip like that. And you don't got to get wild with this, just get a little bit on there so that pad can easily slide in and out. Then we're ready to install the bracket back on the vehicle. So then take our bracket and we'll just hand tighten these 21 mil. And depending on which brakes you have, if you have the regular brakes, the torque spec here for these 221 mil caliper bracket bolts is going to be 125 foot-pounds. If you have the HD brakes like this one does, it's going to be 150. Moving on to installing the pads. And it does look like this one did come with some brake lube, so we'll use it. But if it doesn't, you can also just use that same stuff you used on the actual slides there. And we're going to lubricate some of the ends here, then we'll go ahead and thread it in there on the bracket. And you're going to kind of fight with that a little bit until you get it to slide in there. Just make sure it's loose like this so that caliper, when it compresses, it's able to release off the rotor. So that one looks good, so we'll install the back one. Then when you verify those look good, then we'll go ahead and reinstall our caliper. And just make sure you don't put an unnecessary bind on this. Just make sure it's on the right orientation like this. Then we'll slide it over the pads. Then tighten these two 13 mil bolts to 26 foot-pounds. And after you get that tightened up, just verify everything looks good here, then repeat that same process on the other side. Once you're done with the other side, don't forget to reattach your brake reservoir up there, then you've completed your job here. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, please give me the thumbs up. If you're interested in more content like this, please hit that subscribe. But again, I hope this helped you out, and thanks for watching.